I still remember a long time ago, I must have been in elementary school at the time. My parents had on the news, and a story came on about a local man that had killed someone over a single dollar. And I thought to myself, what a stupid asshole. That instantly landed him on Santa's naughty list, and I couldn't imagine a more dumb thing to throw your life away over. Killing someone for a single buck. One clam. And now, as a 31-year-old man, I see how silly I was in my youth. It's so cringe how naive I was back then. Makes me want to spit. Because killing someone over a dollar doesn't even make the top 10 list for dumbest things people are willing to kill over. I want to show you number one, though. The dumbest thing people are actively fighting and shooting each other over: Pokemon cards. Earlier this month, I covered the Pokemon card-related shooting, and now I want to show you probably the biggest fight I've seen over Pokemon cards that just unfolded yesterday. I also didn't even cover the pseudo-police chase that happened after a Pokemon card-related scuffle in a parking lot. Like, it's just complete pandemonium. People are actually taking this to the extreme where fights, a shooting, and I'm sure there will be death related to Pokemon cards pretty soon, because that's where all of this is going. It is so unbelievably pathetic and embarrassing.
Look at this shit.
Oh, what the fuck? Nice. There's a lot to unpack here, and this isn't the only angle. We actually have the director's cut, which is about 2 minutes of bonus footage here that shows everything leading up to it, and then even more of the fight. This is just the 30-second, like, montage meatball, you know? So a bit of the lore. There was a Pokemon restock. Uh-oh, sound the alarms, red alert, Thunderdome, online. Pokemon restocks are literally where people go to just exchange knuckle sandwiches as they fight over Pokemon product to try and scalp online. They try and get their grubby paws on as much as they can at Target, Walmart, Costco, Best Buy, whatever. They line up for hours, overnight, camping out from fucking like midnight all the way to like 8 a.m., camping out for their chance to get their hands on Pokemon products. I've shown you tons of videos of these incredibly long lines wrapping around the entire goddamn county to get there. And then when they do unleash the horde, it always turns into shit like this. But typically it's a lot of bumping and grinding, a lot of like basketball boxing out. They kind of throw their ass in a circle to, you know, get them away from the product. It's not often that it's a full-blown skirmish like this, but it's always messy. And it does sometimes get pugilistic. This one's a little more on the upper scale of what that looks like. That had like a takedown, a little ground and pound action. But all in all, Pokemon restocks are the most dangerous places in America. When Pokemon restocks happen, it's like the purge going online. So you need to just stay indoors, locked down, and just fucking sleep in fear. Now, when we pan around after seeing the initial charge at the shelves here, we already see the protagonist on the floor kind of sprawled out. I think the guy in the tank top was the one that started it by shoving that guy to the ground in order to better secure his spot at the shelves so he could gluttonously get as much as he can. And then the guy gets up off the ground and then just fucking bull rushes him, slams him into the shelves, which disrupts all of the other scalpers there. One guy right next to him with the long hair does one of these with a box in his hand. He wants no part of that action, which is understandable, but if you're not looking for a fight, why are you going to a Pokemon restock? This is a fight club. You should expect it. You can literally see the stink fumes coming off of these losers too, by the way. These smelly assholes are the ones that are ruining this hobby. Also, don't be like them. Don't be a smelly asshole. Fix your hygiene. Use Cheeky soap. Best soap in the universe. Our queso bar is out now. Go to usecheeky.com. The best soap ever. You're going to be feeling amazing after your shower. You're going to be smelling great.
Go security! Go! Stop! What the fuck? No!
Oh, what the fuck? God.
And here's my favorite part. The cameraman sees an opportunity and he slyly takes the product that's now on the floor. He's like, guys, what the fuck? Oh, this is so gross. This barbarism. What are we doing over Pokemon cards? It's tearing us apart. And then he scurries away with that Pokemon box that they dropped in the fight. Every person there is a scalper. It's so fucking cringe, and they're so unapologetic and shameless about it. So yeah, there's two dudes fighting over it, but everyone there's a fucking loser too, including the camera guy. Though, I will say, I'd rather it in his hands than the guys that are fighting about it, I suppose. I mean, it's not like my heart breaks for them that they just got their Pokemon box taken out from under their nose. It's so fucking sickening just how poison this hobby has become with these worms. These vile, putrid worms. Now, let's turn our attention to the director's cut so we can get even more context and even more lore. We saw kind of the climax there of the finale where the dude got the Pokemon product beat out of him like it's Sonic's rings when you take damage in the game. And then we got the POV, like the Cloverfield footage showing the fight.
I'm recording. Come on.
Those doors are not strong enough to hold back these zombies. They're driven by one thing and one thing only. $2 profit from scalping Pokemon products. Lord have mercy on us all.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Your problem?
And there it is, the all-out sprint once they've infiltrated the facility. The camera woman gets shoved in the back, she gets pushed, and then turns around saying, what the fuck, who did that? And then we see the guy in the tank top's already got the other guy, like, wrapped around and tried to, like, to carry him away from the shelves.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? Yo, security!
You can see our previous cameraman in this angle here. You can see him filming in the background. So he's kind of on the outskirts here. He didn't actually want to get in on the tussle. So he didn't, you know, dogpile on the product shelf. He's instead just filming everything in the back, at least until that Pokemon box lands in his lap. But anyway, the camera woman is right here in the thick of it. She gets a big handful of boxes herself. We saw her in the other angle as well. She's calling for security. Security is nowhere to be seen right now. And truthfully, Walmart security is not equipped to handle a situation like this. You need some heavy-duty armed guards here. You need fucking Judge Dredd out there in order to effectively enforce order during Pokemon Restock Day. The pandemonium is just too chaotic.
Stop! Yeah, you're gonna get hit. What the fuck? Yo! Chill the fuck out!
Yo, this is crazy.
Yo, you're gonna get fucking banned. The fuck you here cutting the line for what? There's enough for everybody.
What a smooth move from that camera guy right there. You saw him pick up the Pokemon box, and then he kind of hides it with his chest back towards the guy, and then wraps around the register to try and de-aggro, hoping that he's completely forgotten what he was there for. Because now that he's been in a fight, adrenaline's pumping, he's not thinking straight, so it looks like he totally forgot that this was about Pokemon cards in the first place, because he forgot that he even had a box. So now the camera guy gets that box, and he walks away fucking empty-handed. And the camera woman here is trying to say, like, why are you cutting in line? There's enough for everyone. I like how the cutting in line is the thing, you know, that's out of control. Not the fight or anything, not actual throwing, haymakers and slamming each other on the ground. That's civilized. That's normal to be expected in a Pokemon restock. But cutting in line, that's too far. Don't you know there's enough product for everyone? Which obviously isn't the case. Every person there has like an entire armful, like genuinely like 30 boxes each, including the woman here. She's got like 5 in her own paws. Like, there's definitely not enough for everyone. There's not enough for anyone who actually engages in the hobby, by the way. Families, kids, they do not get a chance at this because of people like this.
Fucking be here for the fucking whole night. You wanna be this shit? Motherfuckers been backdooring. Yeah, backdooring.
Who the fuck is backdooring? Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, who's missing?
Bro, fucking push me and everything.
She hits like 4 on the way out. She's steaming. She's very upset that this Pokemon restock went this way. They're usually so civil. They're always so good-mannered when it comes to scalping. I can't believe this. I am also peeved, if I'm being honest, to see this kind of behavior come out of nowhere. It's so weird. So weird. And man, Pokemon restocks too. Usually such a sacred event that everyone's always, holding hands and celebrating together because they just love the hobby so much. They're big Pokemon fans. That's why they're there, right? This shit sucks. I'll drop the sarcasm. Every Pokemon restock is like this, and they're only getting worse. It is just these fucking parasites, man, that are constantly grabbing as much product as possible to try and instantly turn around and flip it. I actually went to one of my local card shops a couple days ago, and one of the employees there was talking about this phenomenon and just how out of control it is. And they were telling a story about one guy in particular. I'm even going to say his name. Fuck him. If he's watching this, you're a piece of shit anyway. They call him Spencer, who is like an aggressive scalper like this. And apparently he always shows up with like a bunch of product that clearly he just takes from like these restocks because he camps overnight. And of course he's not alone, but this is someone that they've actually formally banned from their shop because of just how out of control he and scalpers like him are. But what they would do is they'd only offer him like $1 more than what they paid. And since they usually walk away with like maybe 5 boxes or something and they're trying to instantly turn around and flip it, they make a profit of like literally a couple of bucks. Which means they don't actually make a profit. They lose money because you have to factor in the gas and the time they spend waiting. The gas to the shop, and then back home. So they literally lose money doing this, but they're so delusional that they think that they're going net positive. And I'm sure this isn't the only card shop doing this because it's pretty clear when you have just scalped product or, spawn camped a restock because they instantly turn around and sell it and they know nothing about the hobby. So card shops are just basically giving them like $1 more. And unfortunately, card shops do usually have to buy this product because since they're gobbling it all up and since Pokemon product is flying off the shelves everywhere, they're needing product. So they do have to sometimes engage with these scalpers, but what they're doing is they're only giving them like $1 more than what they paid. So like I said, they literally go negative because of gas and the time they spend there. One person in this video here even said that they stayed there all night. That is all night they have wasted there, plus gas, and then they're going to turn around and sell it at a local card shop for literally $1 more than they paid. And I'm sure it's not always $1, maybe it's a couple of bucks. Point is, the card shops, they lowball the shit out of these scalpers because they know. And the scalpers are always desperate to immediately get rid of the product because they don't want to squat on it. They don't want to sit on it for a long time because they don't know what the market's going to do. So they're instantly trying to sell it all as quickly as they can. So they usually take these really small amounts over what they paid. You lose money on it, and yet they still just go ferocious over it. It's so stupid. And it just ruins the hobby for the people that actually want to engage in it. And the people that it was made for, children. They don't get the cards anymore because of this trash. It's super out of control. I wanted to tell that little story, though, at the card shop because a lot of people seem to think that they do actually make decent profit. They don't. There are some scalpers, though, that you probably see online that use bots to literally bot hundreds of products, and those scalpers probably do make a little bit more on it because they get so much of it and they squat on it for a really long time. But these kind of like Walmart and Target spawn campers that just go in there for the restocks and TCG vending machines, the Pokemon vending machines, they are making maybe $5 in total, which is not actually making $5 because they still lose money from all the gas and time they waste doing it. And some of them even just call out on work on restock days. They literally take the day off work for it. So then they're even deeper in the hole. It's just so fucking pathetic and cringe. Anyway, this was probably the most over-the-top fight I've seen so far, a Pokemon restock, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty more. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.